The Russian sleep experiment. Imagine this. 5 people, locked in a chamber, forced awake. Days turn to weeks. Their minds, their bodies begin to unravel. This is not a scene from a horror movie. This is the alleged reality of this horrific experiment, a tale that seeps into your nightmares and refuses to let go. Behind the Iron Curtain seeds of a nightmare. The year is 1947. The world, still reeling from the devastation of World War II, finds itself on the precipice of a new conflict, the Cold War. Nations are divided, and the tension between the East and the West is palpable. Amidst this backdrop of uncertainty and fear, the Soviet Union embarks on a series of clandestine projects, driven by a desire to outpace their Western adversaries in every conceivable way. The Soviet Union, shrouded in secrecy, becomes a breeding ground for ambitious scientific endeavors, some bordering on the unethical. Laboratories hidden from the prying eyes of the world become the stage for experiments that push the boundaries of human endurance and morality. Scientists, driven by a mix of patriotism and fear, work tirelessly to achieve breakthroughs that could give their nation an edge in the looming global power struggle. It is within this atmosphere of paranoia and scientific curiosity that the Russian sleep experiment is said to have taken place. Whispers of this experiment have persisted through the decades, painting a picture of a dark chapter in scientific history. The goal was simple yet horrifying: to create a soldier who could fight without the need for sleep, a relentless warrior who could turn the tide of any battle. The Soviets, obsessed with creating the ultimate soldier, one who could fight tirelessly without sleep, allegedly devised an experiment. They sought to manipulate the very fabric of human biology, to push the limits of what the human body and mind could endure. Soldiers were selected, not for their bravery or skill, but for their expendability in the eyes of their superiors. They developed a stimulant, a gas known as Nikolaev gas. This gas, named after the lead scientist, was believed to hold the key to unlocking superhuman endurance. It was a concoction designed to keep the human brain awake and alert, bypassing the natural need for rest and recovery. This gas, they believed, held the key to unlocking superhuman endurance. The subjects exposed to this gas were monitored around the clock. Their reactions, both physical and psychological, were meticulously recorded. The experiment, shrouded in secrecy, would soon reveal the terrifying consequences of tampering with the human need for sleep. Five souls yearning for freedom. The subjects, 5 political prisoners deemed expendable by the regime, were promised their release if they could endure 30 days awake. Locked inside a sealed chamber, their every move monitored through one-way glass, they were kept under constant observation. The chamber, designed to simulate a living space, appeared deceptively normal at first. Books, comfortable beds, and enough food to last for months lined the walls, a cruel reminder of the life they were being denied. The descent. The first few days were uneventful. The prisoners talked, they read, they paced their confined space, but as day 5 bled into day 6, the gas began to weave its insidious magic. The prisoners became withdrawn, their conversations fragmented. Their initial optimism, the hope of freedom, began to crack under the relentless pressure of sleep deprivation. A glimpse into the abyss, a journey into the unknown where the boundaries of reality and nightmare blur. By day 9, the descent into madness became horrifyingly apparent. The once coherent thoughts of the subjects had dissolved into a chaotic whirlwind of fear and delusion. One subject, seized by paranoia, began to scream, running back and forth until his vocal cords ruptured. His eyes, wide with terror, reflected the abyss that had consumed his mind. The others, their minds teetering on the edge of sanity, fell eerily silent. Their vacant stares spoke volumes, a haunting testament to the psychological torment they endured. They had stopped communicating, choosing instead to mutilate themselves and smear their excrement on the walls. The room, once a sterile environment, had transformed into a grotesque canvas of their suffering. The researchers, peering into the chamber through the one-way glass, watched in horrified fascination. Their expressions, a mix of disbelief and dread, mirrored the nightmarish reality unfolding before them. The gas, designed to enhance their abilities, had instead stripped them bare, revealing the raw, primal instincts lurking beneath the surface of their humanity. What was meant to be a breakthrough had become a descent into the darkest corners of the human psyche, a glimpse into the abyss that lay within us all. Fact, fiction, or a terrifying shadow of truth? The story of the Russian sleep experiment is a chilling one, its veracity shrouded in mystery. No official documentation confirms its existence. No concrete evidence supports the claims. Some dismiss it as a mere urban legend, a creepypasta designed to shock and disturb. Others, however, point to whispers within the scientific community, hushed rumors of unethical experiments conducted during the Cold War. The unanswered question. Whether fact or fiction, the legend of the Russian sleep experiment forces us to confront an unsettling question. What is the breaking point of the human psyche? How far can the human mind be pushed before it shatters completely? At what cost do we pursue knowledge, and what horrors might we unleash in our relentless pursuit of progress? The boundaries of ethical science are often blurred, and the consequences can be dire. This story, a chilling blend of scientific curiosity and human cruelty, lingers long after the tale is told. It serves as a grim reminder of the potential darkness within us all. It dares us to explore the dark recesses of human nature, to question the limits of our own morality and the depths of our fears. The thin line that separates sanity from madness, a line that is often more fragile than we care to admit, and the terrifying consequences of what happens when that line is crossed. The Russian sleep experiment is not just a story, it is a cautionary tale, a warning of the perils that lie in the uncharted territories of the human mind. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you think really happened. And if you're curious about more horrifying tales from the past, check out my other videos. Until next time, sleep well. Or maybe don't.